Yes sir, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Denali aka Don Squally, and today we are back with another Nissan Altima video. In today's video we're going to be doing an update on the Dupli-Color vinyl and fabric spray that I ended up using on the rear seat. Some of you guys might have watched last week's video. Said I was going to do a little bit of review. It's pouring rain out. But I did want to get this video out today, so that's what we're going to be doing. Before we get started though, I just want to give a big shout outs to my boy Loco. He actually started up a channel for his new 6th gen Nissan Maxima, which he bought off of Mr. Jason Lyrics on YouTube. A lot of you guys know my boy J-Max recently upgraded. He's in that Infinity gang now, rear wheel drive, and our boy Loco ended up buying the Gold Digger that I think it was an 04 Nissan Maxima, fully bolted, tuned, all that good stuff. I'm gonna leave a link to Loco's channel down in the description. I guess I'll throw up a couple of clips of the Gold Digger if I can find them, because the car has been featured on the channel a couple times in the past.
He's not even worried. He's fucked.
If you guys want to stay up on what's going on with the Gold Digger, I know that car was pretty popular in the YouTube community, especially with a lot of the Maxima guys, even the Altima guys. I know personally that car was one of the vehicles that just got me into modifying my own cars, and it really set a benchmark for me to, I guess you could say, it was a goal that I wanted to reach, was to be able to compete with that car on the street and on the track. So if you guys want to see more of the Gold Digger, like I say, I'm going to leave the link down in the description. But for today's video, we're going to be talking about the Nissan Altima and how the Dupli-Color fabric and vinyl spray is holding up. Now, to be honest, I don't really use my back seats that much. I think maybe only like 2 or 3 times I've actually had people sitting in the back seat. But what I do use my back seat for is just throwing a lot of junk in there, stuff that I need to bring to and from work. Christmas just passed, so I had like just tons of crap just sitting in the back seat, and surprisingly the Dupli-Color vinyl and fabric spray held up relatively well. Now, one thing I was a little bit concerned about with using that spray is that it didn't say anything about it being able to be used on actual leather. Now, I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that Nissan actually uses a fake leather in their Altima Maximas of this year, which makes sense because, you know, it is a high-end vehicle to a certain extent, a little more sporty, but it's by no means like a very luxurious car like you might get in a Mercedes or a BMW or something like that, which might actually have real leather. So I was a little skeptical as to how the vinyl and fabric spray was going to hold up. But to be honest, I just checked my YouTube. It turns out I uploaded that video about 5 months ago. Over the last 5 months, surprisingly, it has held up quite nice. Now it is raining, but I guess I'm going to have to jump outside here eventually and show you guys a couple of clips of the rear seats. And as you can see, we got a little bit of dirt happening right here. Now, one thing that I did notice right here, I guess from putting stuff in and out, is that's probably the only area that I can see that's got scuffed. Also, I guess right here where people sit down and it creases a little bit, right there you can see along the creases a little bit of scuffing. But overall, like you can see, there's lots of, like, I don't even know what that is. Looks like wood or something. And also, when I put this back portion of the seat down here, this buckle, I guess, was like sideways or like this. And it actually dug in right here. And I mean, it's never like come back to its normal shape, but as you can see, even with the buckle being jammed into the seat, it's still relatively good. A little bit of scuffing right there. To be honest, this is the first time that I've really looked at these back seats since I sprayed them. You can see these are in fact the black seats that I spray painted because I didn't have enough to do inside the cup holder here. But overall, they're not too bad. Looks like just dirt there. You can tell I don't really clean the back seats very much, especially with it being this time of the season. It's just not something that's high on my priority list. Now, one thing I will say is that if I was to use that paint or the spray paint on, let's say, the front seats, which get used a lot, it probably wouldn't hold up as well. You can tell just from people sitting on it, starting to crack the paint a little bit. Now this stuff for fabric, I'd say 100% would hold up because it would actually saturate into the material, whereas with the vinyl faux leather, it just kind of sits on top and it is prone to crack and to scuff a little easier. Now, I actually ended up buying another black leather set of rear seats for this car, which once the weather gets a little bit nicer, I'll probably end up throwing that in because as a lot of you guys know, I ended up selling the black seats out of the SER, and for some reason I thought I had a set of black seats just in storage, which I didn't. The black seats that I did have ended up coming out of the G35, which obviously are not going to fit. So because I was worried about the scuffing and just how these would hold up with the paint, I did end up going out buying another set of back rear leather black seats. And like I say, when the weather gets a little nicer, I'll probably end up throwing those in the back and probably just throwing these out. So if anybody in the GTA wants a vinyl Dupli-Color painted set of rear seats, I'll probably just give them away. So hit me up on Instagram at Don Squally. Follow my Instagram anyways, because I'm posting a lot of just pictures since it's the off season and we're not really doing much to the cars these days. You guys can follow me on IG and get a couple of pictures. We also post a few videos on there from time to time. But yeah, man, I did want to make this video just to keep some of the content coming. I know a lot of guys were asking me to do an update video on the rear seats. Also, I am recording this video with a new microphone, which my sister and her boyfriend got me for Christmas. So big shout outs to them. Let me know what you guys think of the audio, if it's good. I think it's going to be 10 times better than the microphone that I'm using on my Galaxy S10, but let me know down in the comments section. This will probably be the new vlog setup from here on out with the S10 wide angle lens and the external microphone. But I'm thinking that's pretty much it. Just getting off work here today on a very rainy Sunday. I'm going to run home, edit up this video, and hopefully have it uploaded for tonight, this afternoon. However you want to look at it. But that's pretty much it. As you guys can see, the rear leather seats sprayed up. The back is almost mint. The actual bottom seat portion, oh, where am I? The actual bottom seat portion, not holding up as well as I would have liked. But like I say, I do have a full black set of rear seats that I ended up purchasing off of a local SER guy here. Actually the same dude that I ended up getting the springs off of, so big shout outs to him. Hooked me up with a little bit of a deal. But that is pretty much it. So if you guys did enjoy this style of video, I know I had a couple of requests to do some first person vlogs, which I will be doing once I get a couple of topics on the go that don't require me to hold and point a camera. Probably end up doing that in the future. But that's pretty much it. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. I know things are a little bit slow. 'Tis the season for, well, hibernation, to be honest. So just trying to keep a few videos coming, keep things relatively interesting. Altima's good, sounding nice and fresh. Also might be taking the beater out to do a couple of runs in the future, so we might have a video of this thing actually racing, if you can imagine that. Pretty much bone stock VQ35, but still holding its own against quite a few cars out there. But that's pretty much it. So with that being said, I am your boy D-Nolly, aka Don Squally. We're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.